It's time to get real. What do you think? This is fake or this is a game? Charlie, dog. This is the real deal right here. As real as it gets, and here to get real with us, man. Always my brothers in crime on Wrestling Rehab One, Mr. Incredible Javier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live. How's it going, G?
Oh man, I'm ready for this, dog. I'm ready for this. Hey, we also got the man with the sweet chin music from LA Times, one Mr. Pablo.
What's up, everybody? How you doing, man? Glad to be here.
Man, in case anybody is wondering what's up with the background, that's my green screen, dog. I just thought I'd just show off my kitchen. You know what I mean? But no, you know what? No green screen. It's just doing it in the kitchen. Rest of the rooms are being occupied right now, and everything right now is copacetic. So I really don't want to put my foot down and be like, "Hey, let's go, get out," and stuff. So hey, you know what? It's going to be a good day, man. Great show. Did you guys get a chance to check out SmackDown?
Yes, sir.
I haven't had the chance. Not yet.
What's up, little Ray Mob Nasty up in here, man? Gracias for everybody checking out Wrestling Rehab, man. We are here. SummerSlam is here, the hottest show of the year. And we're here, man, to break it down. You know what I mean? Don't waste your time watching their little freaking pre-show. Renee Young's not there, so the show sucks anyway. Come here. This is where it's at. Right here, man. So, Javi, my man, SummerSlam.
Yes.
Where does it land for you in all the pay-per-views?
For me, of the big four, it would probably be the fourth.
Wow.
Yeah. I like SummerSlam. There's some classic matches, but I really like. Well, you know what? I'll probably move it to three because what they've been doing with Survivor Series lately. But if you had the old school classic Survivor Series, the way it was before, where you have the heels and the faces go up against each other, and I remember they even experimented a few years. If you guys remember, when they had the winners of each of the matches meet up at the ending. So and then they had to I forgot, I think it was like one or two SummerSlams. I thought that was really dope. So for me, Survivor Series was dope. I thought it was like the second or third. But SummerSlam's probably gonna be third now because Survivor Series has lost a lot within the last couple of years, and it just seems like kind of irrelevant. So yeah, it'll probably be three. I just talked myself out of making it four. It's three now.
Pablo?
I would put it probably number two. It isn't always number two, man, but just the way they make it spectacular. Weren't you there last year, Cholo, at SummerSlam?
Yeah. Yeah. We were there at right? Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, that man, that was incredible. That was a good show, a lot of surprises. And I'm putting this number two. I can't think of other pay-per-views. I have to put WrestleMania number one, obviously. But I can't. This last year, I haven't seen it that high. Nothing that high that would overtake SummerSlam. So I'm going to give it to SummerSlam number two.
Okay. And here's another question. We know the big four. Is any other pay-per-view outside of the big four more important to you than one of the big fours? Javi?
Blasphemy. No. I can't. I don't think we could do that. I don't. I'm a new schooler in a lot of ways, but with that, I can't. I can't put anything above, because you got to think about Hell in a Cell. We talked about it before. Hell in a Cell could be done in any pay-per-view, right? What you call it? The any ladder match, tables, ladders, and chairs, that should be a WrestleMania, low key, right? Money in the Bank should also be WrestleMania. There's a lot of things, or even SummerSlam, right? So a lot of the other pay-per-views, they can be on WrestleMania or SummerSlam, if you ask me.
Okay. Pablo, all these other outside of the four, Money in the Banks, even these that they have, across the pond overseas, man, that they do a big deal about them. Any of them bigger than the big four?
No. I think they're going to try to do Clash at the Castle, make it big, but we'll see. We'll talk about that in a while.
Okay. So for me, man, I would say SummerSlam lands behind, for me, obviously WrestleMania is number one. There's no doubt about it in my mind, even just for me personally. I'm not talking about in general, just for me. SummerSlam is gonna land, I would say, number 2, 3-ish. Because Royal Rumble is up there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna agree, man. I think Survivor Series has kind of taken a few hits. I like the old school Survivor Series where it was team versus team elimination. But then I did like what they did. I did like the Raw versus SmackDown, right? The IC champion versus the US champion, the tag team versus the tag team champion. That was actually pretty cool. I like that. If they continue with that, that's pretty damn cool. I enjoy that. Man, it's just SummerSlam for me, one reason or another, it's got to be up there. And no, man, I agree with you, Javi. Blasphemy. You do not get one of these other shows, dog, that replaces one of the big four. However, if they keep messing with Survivor Series, we may not admit it, but it's gonna find itself there being replaced by one of these other new ones, man. So stop messing with it too damn much, man. So
we're in the Triple H era, so you never know, man. He's kind of old school thinking. So let's see what happens.
Yeah,
that's where we're at. I came off earlier, man, and I said that, hey, listen, we're probably not going to see many changes till after SummerSlam. I think Vince's hand is still written all over. They already admitted Raw. They made very small changes, but that was kind of still Vince's show. I still believe SmackDown was, for the most part, Vince's show, because you can't just completely change your major, one of your major pay-per-views just days and say like, oh, he's gone, let me make all the changes. It's days away, man. So I think after SummerSlam, I'm expecting some pretty major changes or small changes. I don't know for the better. I don't know for the worse. That we will see. But with that, gentlemen, let's get into SummerSlam, man. Paul, you got the lineup picked on?
Yeah, man. Why don't before we even get started in that lineup, I got the lineup. But why don't before we even get started, let's hit really quick on to give somebody, the people watching, a little taste of a little salivating. Seth Rollins does not have a fight. Who do you guys think he's gonna fight? Who do you guys think he's gonna go in there with?
Okay, that's interesting because he is scheduled to be there.
Yes.
That they pulled Riddle, right? But Rollins is scheduled to be there. That's an interesting one. I keep going. I keep running in my mind. What's going to happen with Rollins? What's going to happen with Rollins? Man, I either see an AJ Styles match, or there's been talks, there's been rumors, man, of Randy Orton coming back at some point. So I could probably see that happening, them having a big pop where somebody comes out, maybe Randy Orton. I don't really know where he's at health-wise. I just keep on hearing rumors like, hey, he's going to be coming back soon. He's going to be coming back soon. Where does that stand? That I really don't know. But I'm rooting for something like that.
What do you say?
I also heard that there's rumors that Edge could be making a return. I think that'd be a safe one. They're both pretty good workers. They can get a show going. But then again, I have heard a lot of people saying that Edge might return during the Judgment Day match. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure, but I would think, if you wanted something safe, if you wanted something that's going to be a good matchup and a safe return for Edge, it would probably be against Seth Rollins.
Yeah, what I've heard is also, unfortunately, and I like the guy, is Dolph Ziggler. That's floating around the internet right now. I mean, I felt they brought Dolph Ziggler in to take a loss to Riddle. I seen them bringing him in, and they're going to put Riddle over by making Dolph lose, like always, man. So that would be kind of a bummer. But I also heard rumors that they might add him to a triple threat to the last man standing match.
Oh.
And then there's also, the Bray Wyatt news. We don't know. We speculated all of these things, and nothing ever happens. There's so many people who are waiting to come back. Wouldn't it be cool if Triple H gave us all those in one show? Man, that'd be dope.
You know what, Paul? That's very interesting. That is one of the things that I was thinking about. The main event being a triple threat match and putting Seth Rollins in there with Reigns and with Lesnar. I think Seth, he was really over. He never, really lost his steam and really got under. But at one point he was really over. And I think he's starting to get there again. But at the same time, if you put him in there and it's a triple threat match, how does that match go down now? That's mind-boggling to me, man. And I'll tell you this. Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. Look, both of these guys are badass. Both of these guys can perform. But I'm going to tell you guys this. That match does nothing for me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does nothing for me. Both of the guys can go in the ring. Absolutely. But that match does nothing for me. How say you, Javi?
I agree. I agree. Dolph Ziggler, whenever you see him come out, it's to lose, unfortunately. Very talented. And that's all he's written. That's not his fault. He's by far a scrub. He's not. He's very, very talented. But whenever you see him come out, you know what it's for. Right? He's coming out to lose. And so if he comes out, it's not gonna be surprising. It's really not gonna do anything for me either.
Are you calling him the Brooklyn Brawler of today, Javi?
I don't know why. And that's another. Oh, we gotta have that conversation again. I forgot about that. But I do think, and this is my opinion, and we'll talk about this another time. But I do think they should bring back enhancement talent, the jobbers. They should bring back the jobbers to prevent people like Dolph Ziggler from being treated like this. But that's just my opinion.
I agree. You know what? Let's do that. We'll schedule that one. I
want to be part of that because I'll probably have a different view than both you guys.
I 1,000, man. I really want to talk about that. What's up, Joseph L. Andres, referee? Right. Yeah, dog. I'm a dirty ref, dog. Pay me off, homie. I'm not going it down the middle. Okay. As a matter of fact, if you don't pay me off, believe me, I make sure you lose. Hey, let's choose. What's up, man? Shouts to Stockton, California, man. Yeah, so that's the thing about Seth Rollins, man. If it's against Ziggler, it does nothing. If it's against Randy Orton, there's the whole big hype of, hey, Randy Orton comes back and all right, cool and everything. But then again, do you want Seth to lose? He's kind of on a high rise right now.
Yeah, and you know who's also hanging in the winds that's not being used is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is nowhere being used, so it could be him too, But why don't we get with it? I'll go with the first match. This is from the actual WWE website, going from what they have as bottom to the top. Mm-hmm. So we'll go there. For the first match, and it might be the first match of the night, the Mysterios versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. No disqualification. What say you guys?
For me, I think it's going to be actually a dope match, right? I don't think that there's a lot of stakes in there. I'm still waiting to see if they're going to break up Ray and Dominic. I really want to see that. I know that they said that's not going to happen, but of course they're going to say that, right? But that is a match that I would love to see, and I think that would help Dominic more than what's going on right now. You can see he kind of had a little buzz at first, kind of dying down. These are the last years of Mysterio, so I would hope that this is the way I would hope it. Or we're just saying, what do we think about the match or how it plays out? Because I could say both right now.
Both ways, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So I would hope, this is what I hope happens. I'm not sure if it is going to happen, but I would hope that they put on a great match, which I know they're all capable of, and somehow Ray causes them to lose, and then Dominic turns on him. That's what I'm hoping for. And then I think that would be a huge feud. Probably should have been a feud into SummerSlam. It's too early to go into WrestleMania, but it would still be a huge feud. And I think that that's something that they should get going, and that Dominic, it would really help his push. So I would say Judgment Day wins that match.
What's up, Francisco Zavala? Okay, let me say this, man. Okay, this match, to me, it doesn't really mean too much, man. I'm definitely gonna watch it. All these guys can go. Some of these guys, the Judgment Day. I already spoke my piece on it earlier this week. They screwed up when they got rid of Edge. That's your one and only superstar right there. You get all these others. Finn Balor is. I think Finn Balor was more over once upon a time. Today he's not that over, and Damian Priest, nobody cares about him. Rhea Ripley helps the fact that she's back. But man, I don't know. Does anybody really care too much about this faction? The Mysterios getting in there, no disqualification. You know what? Look, I think it's going to be a good match. I'm just going to say who's really waiting for this match, right? I don't think many are. I think people are just waiting to see when Dominic turns on Ray. I know people are expecting that to happen. Does it happen here? Does it happen tonight? Man, I don't want it to because I want that match to be at WrestleMania. But if it does happen, I'm going to disagree with you here, Javi. I'm going to say the Mysterios win the match. They win the match. And because they're celebrating together and holding each other's hands like, yeah, that's right, and everything, pow, mofo. Get your little punk ass out of here, old man. It's my time. I say they win the match, and Dominic turns on his dad and puts the boots to him. Does he join Judgment Day? That I don't know. That's I don't know if it helps Dominic or even Judgment Day. If it does, they really have to beat Ray down. Ray's got to be, he's going to take a beat down like hardcore, dog. But I say they win if he turns on them. If he doesn't, then I think they lose. I think Judgment Day gets it.
Yeah, man. And for me, man, this is the beauty of wrestling, man. Using your imagination to see what they're thinking. But, man, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, awesome, bro.
Yeah.
But, man, this is my thing. Judgment Day will win somehow. Afterwards, somehow, I don't know if Dominic's going to turn. There's been rumors. What if Ray turns? What if Ray were to turn and just throw everyone's for a swerve, right? But whatever's going to happen, they're going to be beating up Ray at the end, I believe. Let's say all three of them and the chick. I believe for sure Edge is going to come back. And I believe he's going to come back with the Glamazon to go against the chick. I thought it would be cool if Raquel Rodriguez would join them and, help, against Rhea. That would be kind of sick. Whatever's happened, they need a chick to combat Rhea. So if the turn happens, if Dominic happens, that would be pretty cool. That would be a nice angle. Or they might just swerve us and do something else, man. But there has to be a chick, I believe, to come combat Rhea. Because they can't hit her, so somebody has to come back. Will it be the Glamazon? Will it be someone else? Will it be Bailey? Rumors that the Fiend is going to come back with Edge. There's all kinds of stuff out there. We don't know. If you see those promos they've been dropping, they're like, who is it? Who are they talking about? Obviously, it's Edge. But if you see in one of them, there's like a beak, and the beak of that bird that Bray Wyatt used to have. So. We'll see. We don't know. It could be thinking too much, but so I would go. The Mysterios are gonna. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, and they're gonna beat down Ray still, and then somebody's gonna pop out. It's gonna be crazy. Last thoughts before we move on, guys.
No, go ahead, my man.
First, El Jesus. I think they're doing that, man. I think it's becoming more and more global. They're getting wrestlers from all over the world, man. Before they would get somebody, from Fresno, California, to play somebody from Saudi Arabia. But no, man, it's becoming more and more global. Nice look on the hat too, man. Shouts to my boy MC Shadow. But no, I think the Mysterios lose. The only way I think they win is if Dominic turns on Ray tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match, high flying, and I'm looking forward to seeing Dominic turn. I think today's the day.
All right, now let's hope so. Let's hope some good swerve comes on. All right, here we go. The next one on the list: Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin, formerly King Corbin. What do you guys think, man?
Oh man.
Yes.
All right,
So,
let me go, man. Listen. Pac McAfee is my guy. That's my dude, homie. That's my guy, dude, bro, right there. I love Pac McAfee, man. He's bringing something else that I haven't seen in a while, man. I did a video on him. He is a face commentator, and he's so over. And the guy can actually perform. You know, I'm not going to say he's the best in the ring, but the guy can actually go. Former athlete. I know people look at kickers in the NFL as like they're non-athletes, but no, the guy can actually do some work. I was watching SmackDown. Corbin was behind him, throwing popcorn at him. It was great. It was good, man. It was really good. Way to beef up this match for SummerSlam today. I see a good match. However, I think it's a straight up match, right, Paul? There's no stipulation. There is no disqualification or anything, right? It's just a straight up match.
Right. It's just stated as that.
Yeah. I in my opinion, man, they gotta have Corbin win. They gotta have him cheat. Unless you're trying to bury Corbin. You know, Corbin has kind of fell a little bit off, has started going a little bit under the radar. I say cheat. Have him cheat. Have him kick him in the balls, just like he did last night when the ref isn't looking, and get the victory, man. I like Corbin winning this match.
so for me, I think it does way more harm to Corbin to lose than it does McAfee. Right, like you said, Corbin could kick him in the balls, do something stupid, and get more heat. People hate him anyway, so so they're gonna he'll get more heat for that. But if McAfee wins, I think it'll be good for him, but it's not gonna do anything more for him. So
Right.
I don't know. I think they had to have Corbin win, and I think Corbin. I think he's entertaining, but I don't think he could take too many more losses, especially against somebody like McAfee, right? In order for him to look like a real credible threat. So I think Corbin wins in an entertaining match. I do think McAfee will be able to handle his own in there. Again, not going to be spectacular. You're not going to see anything where you're like, let me replay that. But it'll be enough to keep it going. And I think Corbin pulls it off.
Yeah, I agree. Corbin's going to win because why would they bury their talent? Corbin's going to be there the weeks to come. McAfee's going to go back to the table unless they have something we don't know that McAfee's going to keep wrestling. Why would they do that? But McAfee's a fan favorite and other things. So, however it wins, he has to. If he wins, if Corbin wins, it's going to be by cheating. If McAfee wins, it's just going to be to please the crowd, and that shows they don't care much about Corbin. I don't think the fans are like lining up to see Corbin fight. They're just like whatever, And Corbin's great. He could work. Man. They could use him a lot better. But at the same time, there's so many people they're trying to get over right now. And so I'll go King Corbin. I'm sorry, Happy Corbin with the win due to the fact that they can't bury him like that. They can't bury him unless they just want to give the fans a hurrah after the Mysterio match. Whatever happens to Ray, just cheer him up. I don't know. Triple H is playing with our emotions, bro.
Hey, who do they bring to call in to fill his place for that match? Do they bring in Corey Graves? Do they bring in some special guest?
Ooh, that's a good point too, Corey. They've been talking.
Who do they bring in? Is it just like I said, Corey? They're not going to bring in what's his face? I forgot the guy's name.
Happy?
Who?
I mean, Madcap.
No, not Madcap. I'm to fill in for calling the match. The one that Corey Graves is always ranting on, man. He's always
I forget his name.
Yeah, so it's either gonna be Corey Graves, or do you think they bring in some sort of special guest?
Jerry the King Lawler or something.
That would be dope. That would be dope. But Corey Graves, him and McAfee talk trash to each other. I see that as a future fight. So it could be him involved. You never know.
And I think Corey's clear to wrestle now too.
I was thinking about Saxton. Brand Saxton. Yeah, you can't have that guy, just him and Michael Cole. It's got to be Corey Graves, or they bring in a special guest. But yeah, it's got to be Corbin. Corbin's got to get the victory, even if he cheats. That's fine, but he's got to get the victory. You can't have Pat McAfee go over on him.
I love when we were watching Raw and Carmella comes out. Corey Graves, he like once in a while, you're not allowed to look at my wife, Sexton. You know, just ripping on him, man. Great jokes, man. All right, the next one, man. This one, man. I have a swerve. I'll go first on this one. All right, guys. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos and the Street Profits, with special guest referee Jeff Jarrett. Ooh, yeah, Double J. You guys did that in unison, man. We got to play that back. Hey, but this is my thing, man. So I don't know if you guys, for all you who were watching SmackDown last night, the Usos kicked Jeff Jarrett in the face by accident. Mm-hmm. So that was a trip. And Jeff Jarrett's just looking at him on the way out, man. It was a trip. So we'll see if Jeff Jarrett, you know, he's been known to be a bad guy sometimes. So we'll see. But this is what I think is going to happen, man. Okay, I said it before, and you heard the thing I did. The Usos put out a new shirt with Roman Reigns. A new shirt they just premiered on Monday, and they all have the titles. So why are they going to put out a new shirt if they're going to lose the titles on that Saturday holding the titles, right? Mm-hmm. So I believe the Usos are going to win. This is just my opinion. The Usos are going to win. And after the fight, whatever way, obviously they're going to cheat, right? And then after the fight, the Street Profits are going to fight with each other, argue, and they're going to break up and start a competition with themselves one-on-one. That's just my opinion. So I'm going with the Usos for the win.
Okay, go for it, Javi. I got something to say about it.
I also think the Usos take the win. I know they've been teasing a breakup also, but then again, you can't have everybody break up on SummerSlam, right? But they have been teasing that breakup for a long time between the Street Profits. So we'll see what happens there. But the addition of J-E, double F, J-A, double R-E, double T, that's Double J, Jeff Jarrett, I think it would be a little bit more entertaining. You know, it'll make it more entertaining because we've seen this match about a dozen times already. But I do think that it'll be a good match. And I think if we do have one breakup in SummerSlam, it probably would be this one, because this is one that they have been teasing for a long, long time. So I think the Usos do win it, and the Street Profits break up.
Okay, all right. So the fact that Double J is the guest referee is completely way something out of left field. You know, he is nowhere near these guys' estilo or anything. It is like completely way off. He is a heel. He has been known to be a heel, Jeff Jarrett. So I can definitely see him siding with the Usos. Yeah, I saw SmackDown, and he took it right on the chinny chin chin, right? But it could be a setup for actually him to be that dirty referee, dog, like me. You know what I mean? He's trying to live up to the kind of refereeing that I do. He won't come close, but hey, everybody could keep on trying. You know what I mean? They don't get dirtier than I do. I think he's going to help the Usos. I think we're going to see it. It's going to be right in front of our face. He's going to help the Usos to defeat the Street Profits, man. Maybe the Street Profits have him down for the 3 count, and he does a 1, 2, and it just stops. And it's like, then we all find out, he's in cahoots with the Usos, man. And the Usos get the victory. Now, the breakup with the Street Profits, they have been flirting with that, kind of teasing us with that for a while. But let's understand, that was under Vince McMahon. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Vince wasn't really too high on tag teams. If they break up the Street Profits, guys, then the tag team is over. It's done. I mean, who is the Usos gonna face? I mean, they're beefing up the Viking Raiders now a little bit, but you know, these two have been meeting each other time after time after time again, because there's really nobody out there either. You know, they're trying to build a few tag teams, sort of, not really. But if they break the Street Profits up, man, what a shot to the tag team division. Man, to me already, it's not on life support, but it's almost there. So I see the Usos winning because Jeff Jarrett is trying to live up to a dirty referee, just like me.
Will we see the guitar? That's the question.
I hope
Yes.
so.
Yeah. That's where it is. 1, 2, he stops. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Everything like that. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. One of the Usos grabs his guitar, smashes either one of them. In the back, they pin him. Jeff Jarrett gets down there. A quick 1, 2, 3. Bam. Just like that, man.
Nice. Did everyone go? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
See, Alzheimer's, bro. All right, man. So that should be exciting. I agree with you, Cholo. There's not a lot. If the Usos lose the belt, there's not a lot going on. They might as well just keep it on the Usos, man. You know what I mean? I mean, if for ratings, if nothing else, because who else is out there? Shush, those guys, that's about it, right? The New Day, we don't want to see that, So yeah, man. So let's go.
The New Day doesn't even have Big E anymore, so that's the power.
All right, man. Here it is. Logan Paul and The Miz, the one Cholo Trucker's been waiting for. Let's do it.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I thought by SmackDown time, if not by Raw time, I thought this was going to turn into a tag team match. I really did. I thought it was going to be Logan Paul teaming up with AJ Styles, honestly, to tell you guys the truth, to go against The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa, since Ciampa has been sticking his ugly head into the mix. I was like, okay, I see what they're doing, man. They don't want to have a one-on-one match and have this celebrity guy just trying to be in there by himself. Let's make it a tag team, which to me, it would have worked. They had time to do it. Ciampa was doing his thing. I was like, okay, he brings Logan brings in AJ Styles. It would have been a good match, and I would have enjoyed it. Now that it's just one-on-one, man, I like Miz. He's a good worker. He's one of the best on the mics, man. The charisma he has. Can he carry this match by himself? I don't know. Logan does have some skills, but on a one-on-one match, it's a whole different story as opposed to let me tag in my partner, let him go, and then I'll come in and do a couple of good spots. I'm hoping it's a good match. I'm pretty nervous about it though, guys. I'm not really sure what the future is with Logan. Is he sticking around? How long is he sticking around? Is he going to be weekly? Is he just going to be pay-per-view wise? Whatever it may be. But The Miz is always one of those guys. He can take a loss, and damn it, dog, because he's just so damn good in cutting promos. He can build himself back up. So Paul maybe getting the win. That's a weird one. It's a weird one for me, man. Javi, go for it, dog.
I think Paul does get the win, and because The Miz, he, like you said, he's great. He can build himself up. And the crazy thing, I know a lot of people think of Logan Paul as the celebrity guy, right? But a lot of people thought of The Miz as that. So this is Logan Paul's opportunity to show that he's not just a celebrity guest. He signed a long-term deal, for what I understand, and he's in for the long run. So I think this is his opportunity to prove himself. He has to show that he's been in their training, that he can carry a match, and this will show it. And I think they're doing it against a safe worker in The Miz. If he fails, then I think that's any kind of plans they have for him are gonna go out the window, because they're gonna say no, he's not ready. They can't send him to. I don't think they could send him to NXT, right? Like he's not gonna be welcomed at NXT. So I think he'll be a tag team guy every couple of months going forward if he fails. But I do think they are going to try to work this in to see how he can do. If he does well against a reliable worker like The Miz, then they could put him with other people. But I think he takes the win.
Yeah. And if I would have to say, I'd have to go 50-50, man. But I'm gonna say this: if you ever seen a Liv Morgan match, like when Natalia carried Liv, right? It's all set up, and she sets up Liv to do these somersaults and these flips. I think that's what Miz is gonna do.
Yeah.
Miz is gonna set him up to do all these high flyers, like Cholo Trucker said. And man, who do I think is gonna win? I think they got to give Paul the win. I don't know if you've noticed, dude, but people are cheering Miz and booing Paul. It's kind of crazy. I've seen Paul live 2 or 3 times in this last year and at events, and man, every time the crowd hates him, man, like no one else. I don't know what he's did. I didn't even know people knew him that much, but he has 23 million followers on YouTube, so he's doing something right, man. So I'm gonna go with Paul for the win, just because they got to give him one to get over. Miz will come back.
Yeah,
Miz will come back.
If you're right, because they're trying to make Paul the face and have Miz be the heel, right? And it's not working, at least not yet. If Paul gets over on Miz, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna make people kind of probably hate him more. But the thing is, long term, what are they trying to make him long term? Do they want him to be the face just for this match and then turn him heel? That's what goes into this, man. So let's not forget about Tommaso Ciampa. He's always inserting himself in. So does he get involved? They cheat and then they pin Paul because they jump him, and maybe some way somehow that gives a little sympathetic of a face, like, oh man, look, that's sad, they jumped him. I don't know what the plans is for his future, face or heel, but as of right now, him being the face isn't working, even though that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and then a rumor, it's just rumor, the rumor mill on the internet, that his brother might jump in, not be involved in wrestling, but his brother might be there to help out too. So that would be interesting.
Okay.
That
you know what? Honestly, people might hate it, honestly, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
All right, man. Here we go, bro. Did you go, Javi?
Yes.
Okay. See, Alzheimer's again, bro. All right, man. This is an interesting one that's going to have ramifications for the future night. United States champion Bobby Lashley versus Theory.
I'm kind of over this. These guys doing their thing. Man, I think Austin Theory. He doesn't. Yeah, they're in the background. What's going on, guys?
I'm gonna go. Hi. I'm gonna go see the baby.
Okay. All right. I think Austin Theory, with the Money in the Bank thing, he got the crap beat out of him with Brock, man, on SummerSlam. Lashley has just kind of fell under. Nobody really cares too much about Bobby anymore. And I think that sucks, because I think he needs to be a little bit higher than where he is. But man, dog, I'm telling you guys, if they have Theory pin Lashley, Lashley's pretty much done. Because as it is right now, think of where Lashley was. Okay, he was in there with Brock. Think of where he is today. Nobody really cares about him too much. Nobody really, and he's he has a strap on him. So you can't have Theory beat him. So I'm gonna say Lashley for the win. Maybe Theory gets disqualified.
I wonder what they said a few weeks back about Theory, if there was anything else besides just the one-liner when Roman told him, your daddy's not here anymore. Like, I wonder if there's any truth to that outside of just that line, right? Is it time for them to stop pushing him as hard because Vince isn't there now? Now you have a new creative team headed by Triple H. Does he see more potential in Bobby Lashley? Is this the match that they finally take some of Vince's fingerprints off of it? I don't know. This one, actually, a lot of people aren't excited about, but I am just because I want to see what their plans are for the future. So I am looking forward to this match because this is the one I think you'll gauge what's going to happen in the future. I think if they do the right thing, Bobby Lashley will win and will look dominant. I like Theory. I'm maybe in the minority of the people that likes Theory. I do like Theory. I think he's a great worker, but Lashley has to take it, if you ask me. So I think that it's a finger on the pulse, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that Lashley takes it in dominant fashion.
Yeah, if you've seen Raw or SmackDown these last 2 weeks, it's been all about Theory. They're hardly even on Bobby Lashley. They're not even pushing him that much. It's been Theory showing up everywhere, getting beat down everywhere, man. And so it's crazy. Man, if Bobby Lashley, he can't take a straight out. Now, let me say this. If Theory loses, how are they going to have him come back and cash in? At the end of the night, then he's going to be the Universal Champion. So I think something has to happen. It doesn't make sense logically. I think Triple H knows that. So something has to do a swerve. Double DQ, something has to happen where Theory definitely doesn't take an L. Now, will Bobby take the L? I don't know. But so I'm going to have to give it, man, double disqualification, something happens. And who's really backing up Theory? Who's on his side to come in and help jump in? No one. So something might happen, and Theory oftentimes will resort to using a suitcase or something, and double DQ.
Yeah, and man, I feel bad for Lashley, man, because even if he beats Theory, I still don't think that's a push for him. I just we need to see, and he's got the strap. He has a strap on him, man. So definitely got to do something in this match. Austin Theory, he has money in the bank, man. He's gotten over pretty damn fast, but your daddy's not here anymore. I loved it, man. That was badass. Man, it's not just enough for me for Theory to lose by disqualification. Although I see that happening. For me, Lashley needs to pin him. But I wouldn't put any money on that happening though.
Yeah, that'll ruin, because then we'll know that that Theory's not cashing in. They're not going to have him lose to Bobby and be the big champion. So they got to do something there.
I don't know about that, Paul. I don't know about that, man. I think that if you have Lashley put hands on Theory, and it's like, oh, he beats him down, puts him through a table even afterwards, and beats the crap out of him. I don't know. I think that would be surprising to see Theory come out later and cash in.
Yeah, it would be a good swerve. Yeah, you're right. It would be a good swerve. I don't know if it would be logically likely, though. What's up, everybody in the chat? We appreciate you all. Please hit the thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, Vanessa. Much love to Vanessa right there, man.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, just for those of you out there, is the Cholo Truckers' favorite fighter.
Oh, man, that'd be my favorite fighter if there were no other wrestlers ever around, man. Look, guys, I'm going to be real with you guys, man. This match, to me, has not sold. I know it's for the strap. It's for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm telling you guys this, man. Both of these girls can go. Don't get me wrong. Both of these girls can go in the ring. Man, this match has not sold, homie. This match is kind of meaningless, even though it's for the championship. To me, I just don't care too much about this match. I don't see Bianca Belair losing the strap to Becky. It'd be surprising. I mean, that's one thing. If they have Becky beat Bianca 1, 2, 3, and she becomes the new champion, I will say, hey, I didn't see this coming, but I don't see it happening, man. I think Bianca remains champion, man.
So for me, it's crazy because I think both women are very charismatic. Both of them are very charismatic. Both of them are good in-ring performers. They just, for some reason, they don't go well together. They don't mix. So and I'm with you, Cholo Chucker. It's just like it doesn't seem like high stakes. I don't see Bianca Belair taking taking a loss. What I would like to see, what I think would be dope to see, someone who could have potentially help Bianca Belair uh, escalate like a feud would be if, and I know this is a big if, they worked out all the contract stuff already, and Sasha Banks returns
Yeah.
to yeah, if Sasha Banks were to return, cause a distraction, and they can cost Bianca Belair the title, or even just get in her way at all. Belair still overcomes the odds. Despite Sasha coming back, I think that would be dope, and I think that would set up another feud between them two. And I think they work really well together. The crowd would be excited to see Sasha. They'd probably be angry that she cheated to try to get Becky over. But that's what I would hope happened. I don't think that'll happen. I think that's a long shot, but I would hope that would happen. But I think Bianca Belair takes this one.
Yeah, I don't see them pulling the title off Bianca Belair yet. I think they're going to do it, but this ain't the time. They want her to, revenge last year's SummerSlam when it was what, Cholo, 20 seconds or something like that, or 23 seconds. They want to revenge that, and it's popularity, and there's a lot of political, all kinds of stuff put into it. They don't want to take it off yet, and I don't want to see Becky get it yet, to be honest with you. And I wasn't no fan, Cholo, of Bianca, but do I think Bianca's better than Becky? Yeah, in a lot of ways. I think, and you're right. I think it was you, Javi, or one of you said they don't gel together in the ring really too much. I think Bianca makes Becky look frail. I don't know, but yeah, man. And regarding Sasha Banks, I believe that there is rumors that Sasha and Naomi are coming back tonight. There's always rumors, right before a pay-per-view. Then we're all hurt after. That sucked. No, but if she comes back, she's gonna come back during the other one, the SmackDown fight. The SmackDown fight with Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey, because Monday Night Raw is full of women. SmackDown is the one lacking. They say the only reason that Liv got the title was because Sasha and them were gone, right? So they had like no one else. So I think if Sasha comes back, that would be dope. It will be during the Liv fight, during those ones over there. What do you think about that, Cholo? Sasha?
I'm gonna agree. I don't see interference in this match. This match, I kind of see it going straight up. If there is interference, hey, you know what? Surprise, surprise. But I just see this match kind of being straight up, and Bianca Belair just getting over on Becky Lynch. Not easily. I mean, I see a match going on. I don't think they're gonna do what they did at SummerSlam last time and just have it just quick like that. That'd be something, man. That'd be crazy. But that's burying Becky like crazy, though, man. I see a good match, and Bianca getting over just straight up.
Yeah, Bianca's a good face, man. Not a lot of people get over as a face. She's getting over, man.
Yeah,
getting over, and she's doing really good. It would be interesting. Man, they kind of threw Asuka down the drain. They kind of threw everyone else down the drain for this fight, man. So it's interesting what's going to happen in the future.
Gracias, Jesus.
All right, man, we're getting close. We're getting close, guys. They have this one as the co-main event, man. I don't know if it should be, but let's see. SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey.
I don't know. I like Liv Morgan, and I think it's her time to shine. Like you said, the opportunity is right for her. But I do think we are gonna set up. This is why I didn't choose Sasha Banks for this one, because what you guys were saying earlier, if you look at the poster, like you guys were saying, look at the poster. Charlotte Flair is on the poster, and I think this one would be the one that she would interrupt. She would interrupt this match, and that would keep the feud between her and Ronda Rousey going. So, yeah, I think Charlotte Flair interrupts. Charlotte Flair causes Ronda Rousey. I think Ronda Rousey looks pretty good before, but until Charlotte Flair gets in there, interrupts it, cost her the match, and Liv Morgan continues her streak of champion, and the crowd will love it either way. So that's what I think. I don't think Sasha would come into this match. I don't see why she would. Right? Like what's her what would be her end game in this one? Like she doesn't really have a beef. She does actually, never mind, because she does have a personal beef with Ronda Rousey from
Yes.
locker room behind the scenes. Maybe they could write that in. I don't know. I'm kind of torn now, but I think it would be Charlotte just because she's on the poster. But you know what? I'm not going to say that there is no reason for Sasha because they could write that in. They do have backstage heat. But go ahead, you guys.
Man, okay, all right. As I try to digest how this can go down, man. All right. For one, okay, you cannot have Liv Morgan just straight up beat Ronda Rousey. You can if you're just trying to make Ronda Rousey just another wrestler, right? Which we know she's not. We know that she is this superstar, super duper star that came into the WWE, man. So for that, man, I do not see Liv Morgan just getting a straight up win. I could see her winning with outside interference. Absolutely. At the same time, what are you trying to do with Liv Morgan? Are you trying to end it with her? Should she lose to Ronda Rousey? Does that hurt Liv Morgan? I mean, it's going to bring her down. She wasn't champion long, right? She won the title kind of like on a fluke because of the Money in the Bank. And then that's that. I don't see her getting back in the title picture, right? So it's kind of hard, man, to kind of open it up and try to see what's really going to be going on with this. As far as outside interference, yeah, I could see Charlotte coming in and doing her thing. Sasha, I could see her coming in and doing her thing. Either way, I think Liv needs to keep the title. She needs to keep the title. I saw the tag team match on SmackDown where they tagged up together to go against Sonya Deville and Natalia. By the way, Natalia, one of the most beautiful creatures under the sun. And by the way, her new ring gear, I like it like a lot.
Get your glasses checked, Boris.
But anyway, Liv got to hold on to the strap, man. At least for one more pay-per-view. She's got to hold on to the strap, homie. So you got to have Ronda lose with some sort of outside interference. If it's a straight-up win, wow, that's going to be pow, dog, to me. Either way, whoever wins. If it's all straight up with no outside interference, I'm kind of blown away.
Yeah, man. I don't think they're going to take the title off Liv yet. Not because she's good, because the fans are liking it right now. Mm-hmm. But then what do you do? What happens when you got Ronda Rousey, superstar? You got Charlotte Flair, superstar. Sasha Banks come back, superstar. You got all these three people who are miles above Liv Morgan. Like, her title reign's not going to be long. You got too much talent right there. One of those girls needs the strap. It's going to go back on the queen. And I think Sasha, man, if they make amends with Sasha, eventually she's going to have that title. So I'm going to go what we all think, man. Charlotte's going to cause Ronda to lose. But then where does that put Charlotte in the title picture? I don't know. Is Liz just kind of like the, what do you say when you go out as a couple and your friend comes out with you, the third wheel, yeah, what's she gonna be? So they'll fit her in there somewhere, but she's like, right now the fans are liking it. Let her sell some t-shirts, let her keep it a little while. Clash at the Castle, take it off her. That's what I think.
Well, let me say this, Paul. Charlotte doesn't immediately have to enter the title picture. She can cause Ronda the strap, and then them to have a little bit of a feud, and probably start inserting Charlotte into the title picture come Survivor Series. It doesn't necessarily have to be that as soon as she comes in, immediately she's in the title picture. It could be she comes in, has a big rivalry with Ronda. There's no titles on the line. It's just her and Ronda going back and forth, back and forth. Let that die out. Some Ronda starts a program with somebody else, or she takes a hiatus. Who knows? She's known to do that. And then you start inserting Charlotte into the title picture. So it doesn't have to be immediately. So I could definitely see that happening, man.
Yeah, I think Charlotte and Ronda both do not need titles in order to move that feud. They can do it without it. Unfortunately for Liv Morgan, I think she does need a title to have some kind of importance. I think if they try to do what they did to Sasha for years, she didn't have a successful title defense, right? But she was still able to come to get over and over again. I don't see Liv Morgan doing that, right? They take the title away from her. I think she's finished. She goes back to the mid card at best.
Yeah, I agree. There's too much talent out, too much superstars. She's not a superstar yet. She could get there though.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I really believe, this is just my opinion. I believe what's her name? Alexa Bliss was over there playing the Fiend character.
Mhm.
I believe that Liv Morgan just stole her gimmick, and became who she was, bro. But that's just me.
That's another superstar right there too. Alexa Bliss doesn't need a title either.
Yep. She has to come up with a different gimmick because Liv stole it, bro. Liv stole her gimmick. Now what she do? You know,
She could recreate herself. She's done it a number of different times, and I think that's what's sad is that you have, like you said, those stars like that. They could continue to do that, and they could continue to put themselves over. I don't see Liv Morgan in that same class as of yet. Maybe you guys are right. She could do it in the future. I don't see her doing it like how they continually change and adapt.
Yeah, the underground wanted Liv for a while though. They wanted her to get some props, and she got it. And let's ask this before we go to the main event, guys.
Mhm.
Okay, there's a lot of rumors, comebacks. There's Edge, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Bray Wyatt, the Usos' little brother Solo, Bailey, all these guys, all these things. Just who do you guys think we're going to see? Who is going to be here for sure, and who would you like to see come back today?
I think if Dominic does not turn on Ray, I think Edge comes back and causes the Judgment Day of their loss, possibly. If not, and the Mysterio still win, that's when I believe I'm like, oh, I'm just waiting for it. I think Dominic's going to turn on Ray right now. Bailey's a good one. Bailey is kind of forgotten. They've been teasing it a little bit here and there, and then they just kind of went hush hush about it. So let's not forget about Bailey. You know, Bailey can go ahead and get involved in some of these matches. Wait, is she Raw or SmackDown? Does anybody remember?
I don't know. I think she was SmackDown, wasn't she? I'm not sure.
I know she was SmackDown champ. Yeah, she was SmackDown champ, and then they kept moving things around though.
Yeah, but I think
I
think at this point it probably doesn't even matter. They could just put her wherever. So I could probably see her getting involved in the Raw Women's title. Yeah, I didn't even forgot. I forgot about Bailey. This is SummerSlam, man. This is what people would like to call WrestleMania Junior. I think they are going to bring some of these heavy hitters back at some point in the show. Maybe not all of them, but yeah, I definitely expect one or two to come in and make their presence felt.
Javi?
I think the most likely one would be Edge. I think that's the most likely one. He's been gone for a little while. He's probably healed up. I think he's ready to go. Who I would like to see, even though I have made videos even of wanting to see Sasha outside of WWE, because I would love to see her, Britt Baker, and Deonna Purrazzo get together in a hardcore match. I think that would be epic, right? I think that would be. But outside of that, I think she would just dominate the competition. I don't think anyone matches her star power. So I think the place for her would have to be the WWE. So if she could come back to the WWE, I would love to see her back. Yeah. But if she does, if it's not working, I think she could definitely make it outside, no problem. But I think the pop would be huge too. Like, oh shit, Sasha Banks is back. So I would love to see if I can have one person come back you could sign me up and saying that Sasha Banks, who I think is the most beautiful woman in WWE, would be deserving to be back in the ring at WWE. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Did you see Cholo roll his eyes?
Let me something that you guys were saying just a little earlier, man. I think at some point, I know not here SummerSlam, but at some point we're gonna have to see Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be dope. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah, rumor. So I'm gonna go with as far as the comebacks. Edge is probably for sure tonight, and then my hope, I want to see Bray Wyatt back. I want to see Bray Wyatt. Now he might go to AEW. Nothing's for sure, bro. So yeah, Bray Wyatt, man. Love to see Sasha back too, man, just to add flavor because man, when she's back, it's just more exciting, man. Even Naomi, just all of them, bro. All of them. Hey, real quick before we go to the main event, I didn't follow Bayley too much. Is she a superstar? Is she huge, or is she more mid card? I don't know. I'm asking. I really don't know.
In my opinion, she reinvented herself. She used to come out with the whole Bailey buddies and super happy and hugs and kisses. And at some point, it seemed like everybody got tired of it. So she turned heel. And when she turned heel, I thought it got a pretty big pop. But I thought that was kind of starting to die out a little bit because she started acting like a little bit way too crazy, like a little bit way too nuts. And I thought she started losing a little bit of steam with that reinvention. I don't know, Javi, where do you think it's at?
I thought that she was over like crazy. She was gonna be the next, like she's gonna be like the female John Cena with the little crazy hands people. I forgot what they're called.
Bailey buddies.
The Bailey buddies, yeah. But then, like you said, that started losing steam. So they said we can't do that. I think the gimmick that they chose for her was terrible timing because it was the exact same time that Britt Baker had the role model gimmick. And I think Britt Baker did it a little better because she had her vignettes. If you guys haven't seen them, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. But you guys have to watch those. They're really, really funny. And because she has, I don't know, have you guys ever watched AEW? She has this her like assistant. Her name is Rebel, but she calls her Reba. And when people call her Rebel, she's like, call her by her real name, Reba, because she doesn't know her name because she's just out of touch, right? But I think she just did it a little better, and so I think that kind of hurt Bailey because Bailey also had the role model get it. What I think she did well, and had Britt Baker not done it, she would have been over with it. But yeah, I think she has the potential to be superstar, and she's a great wrestler. If you look at a lot of the people in NXT. Look at all of the classic matches with the females. A lot of them trying their new finishers, a lot of them trying to get over was against Bailey. So Bailey has the potential to be a monster in the WWE. They just need to give her the right gimmick.
Wow. Yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff. So
she is a good wrestler. She can definitely work in that ring. She's a good worker in the ring, definitely.
And even though she doesn't mention it, maybe it'd be cool if she did this. She doesn't mention it, but she's Chicana, I think. She is Chicana, Bailey.
Yeah. She was she is. She was interviewed. Yeah, she was interviewed. She's from the Central Valley of California or something like that. But yeah, I remember she was interviewed by heck, man. What's the ring announcer? She had a podcast. I don't know if she still has it. I kind of fell off.
JoJo?
Oh, man, what's homegirl's name? She used to be the ring announcer, and she used to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. We all know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Mark Henry's old lady, Vivian. No,
not Vivian. You know what? Well, either way, if somebody could help us out, but man, dang it, her name is like right there. Well, she probably still has a podcast. I'm not really sure, but I used to listen to it, and she had Bailey on there, and yeah, she's Chicana.
I think it'd be dope if she played on that a little bit more. Like showed a little bit of her Chicana side, and it worked for Rey Mysterio, it worked for Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace. And I think that's lacking right now, right? You don't have a lot of what's her name does it in AEW with the face paint, but still I think it'd be good for WWE. I think you can have her as a Chicana and show like she's from California, right? Maybe come in with a lowrider or something. I don't know. Do something. I think that
Ooh,
would be cool to help push her over.
that'd be dope, bro. To have her come out and be the one who fights Rhea. You know, that'd be dope.
Oh man, have her tag with Rey Mysterio's daughter, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that you can do a lot with her. I think you have a group of people get behind her. Then you hire me, WWE. I got ideas. Hire us, all three
Hey,
of us. Wrestling
hey,
Rehab. We're open. We're open.
Lillian Garcia.
Lillian Garcia. There we
Lillian
go.
Garcia. Yeah. That Lillian Garcia.
Instead of hiring somebody to do the national anthem, they just, hey, let's get Lillian. We already paid her. We don't have to put no more.
But you know what? The cool thing is she can sing, man. She can definitely sing. She can sing.
Hey, Javi, is Jade Cargill? Is she AEW?
She is AEW. She's the TNT champion. A lot of people are kind of critical of her because she's really strong, but really inexperienced, and she's prone to hurt people.
Okay, the reason I asked before we go on to the main event, I've heard people say if Sasha went to AEW that she would overshine Sasha. You know,
Who, Jade Cargill? No,
yes.
no,
That's the rumor on the internet. I don't know enough. That's why I'm asking.
no.
Okay.
She would Sasha would outshine her and the baddies, which would be unfortunate because the baddies have worked hard to get to where they're at. Sasha, I think, would immediately start a program with Britt Baker and then go after the champion.
Okay, here we go, guys.
The rivalry between that is the baddies, I think, are saying that Sasha stole their gimmick.
Stole the gimmick, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Sasha's way more over. So
yeah, man. I hope Sasha. I want to see Sasha. That way I don't got to watch two shows as much. Because if Sasha goes over, I'm going to have to watch everything. There's not enough hours in the day, guys. So here we go, man. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match. So you have to put your guy down. He can't be able to get up. Nothing. He has to be the last man standing. So it's not even just to pin him. He has to be down, right?
Right.
So, which I assume means that it's a no disqualification. I would assume, correct? Is that right?
I believe so. I believe.
Yeah. So I'll start off with this one, but let me set the table by this, and so we've had Ringside Collectibles, right? They put out an action figure with Brock Lesnar with both belts. Like it was leaked out, they're making a belt. Boom. So there's a possible spoiler. We also have Roman Reigns on Monday on Raw, a brand new shirt he released on Monday with both titles, with the Usos in the shirt with both titles. Why is he going to release a shirt Monday if he's losing the title? So it kind of offsets each other, So I'll go first today, guys. Like, you guys know, man, I like Roman Reigns. I want him to lose the title. I want him to get rid of the title. Look at this. Look behind us. They have Brock right there, big old mean guy. They have Brock over here, doing the F5 on Roman. They had Brock. If you saw Monday Night Raw, they had Brock, and everything's Brock. Like they're pushing Brock's going to win in our mind. And I don't think Brock's going to win. And I think it's going to be Roman. I believe Roman's going to get the win. Roman's going to get the win to set up Clash at the Castle, and I think they're going to try to give the title to Drew McIntyre at Clash in the Castle. As far as Theory, when he comes out, I don't know, it could be failed, or maybe he won't even cash in. Maybe they're going to keep going with that. I don't know what's going to happen, man, but that's my prediction. If they did a Brock win, I'd be okay with it. I'd be cool too. But I hope they wouldn't leave it on him too long. And if you were watching SmackDown last night, Drew McIntyre got on the microphone and he said, "Man, I got to take the title away from this part-timer," talking about Roman Reigns, from this part-timer. So the title's coming off, and I think it's going to come off at Clash in the Castle. I don't see it coming off tonight. I think they just give Brock Lesnar an extra 100,000. Go ahead and lose. He's like, "Hey, I don't care. I'll go home and eat, cook a barbecue, just whatever." So that's my prediction. What do you guys think?
I think I there's been rumors for months now, for months, that Roman Reigns needs time off. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. If that's gonna be a factor in this. I know that he has been a little part timey recently, right? So maybe that was part of it. Like, well, you don't need time off, we'll make you part time. So I don't know. I do think it is time for him to lose the strap, though. I do. SummerSlam is a major, like, probably in the WWE calendar, the second most important pay per view of all the pay per views. I personally like Royal Rumble a little more, right? But uh, when it comes to importance, SummerSlam is very important because Royal Rumble just goes into WrestleMania, right? SummerSlam is its own thing, so I think it is time for Roman Reigns to give up the title and maybe take some time off, relax, and then come back in time for SummerSlam to face The Rock, hopefully.
Okay, before you go, Cholo, this is my thinking too. It's like, okay, Roman Reigns, right? Dude, the guy could be making $20 million a movie. Why does he want to make like $5 million, $6 million a year with his paycheck, not counting t-shirts and all that, right? Like, I don't get it. Like, why would he want to hold the titles? Like, it'd be like, man, I want to go on with my primo, The Rock, and make $20 million where I could do that 3 or 4 times a year. It just makes no sense. So throw that into the equation, Cholo.
Oh man, listen. For those who don't know, let me make it very, very clear. I acknowledge my tribal chief. Okay. This whole thing about, oh man, he needs to drop the titles now. No. What is it? Over 700 days now? Good. Keep it rolling. Let's shoot for 1,000. Let's do it, tribal chief. I am loyal to the bloodline and my tribal chief, man. Okay. Now that that's said, all right. Man, listen, guys. There's a lot going on here, a lot of moving pieces. Are both straps on the line? Is it one strap? I saw SmackDown. I saw Drew McIntyre. As a matter of fact, Drew McIntyre was attacked by Austin Theory, which, going back to the whole Lashley Theory thing, Drew McIntyre might insert himself into that match because Theory did attack Drew McIntyre last night. However, Drew did kind of get his revenge last night after freaking Lesnar was tossing Theory around. McIntyre came in, and then McIntyre and Lesnar, they shared a nice, good little stare down at each other. What does that mean? Don't know. But there's got to be something there. So Drew McIntyre seems like he's all over this as well, right? As far as this being a straight up win for either one of the guys, no, that's not going to happen. There's got to be something here that happens. Brock Lesnar, if he wins the strap, will I be bothered by it? Oh, big time, homie. Big time, Holmes. Big time. Like Chewy says. Oh, I'd be really bothered by it, man. Look, I'm telling you guys this, man. Lesnar's already over. I'll never get over it. Never. And when I say never, I mean even in death, homie. I'll still not get over it. The Undertaker losing the streak. That will forever, not in my life forever, I mean in eternity. Ever. If there's roaches that are still alive in 1 billion years, that still counts, man. I will never get over that. And they give it to Lesnar. No, I don't want Lesnar winning the title. He's a straight out part-timer. You guys call Roman Reigns a part-timer. He's not a part-timer. He's a champion. Okay, there's a difference, guys. There's a difference. He doesn't need to be in the ring every show, man. He's a champion. He's royalty. He's the tribal chief. He's the head of the table, the head of the bloodline. You don't need to be in matches, Raw and SmackDowns, dog. Leave that to the rest of the peasants. He's the tribal chief. I acknowledge him. This match, they did a great job for people to care about this match, because when it was first announced, I heard nothing but complaints, myself included. Myself included. I was like, again? Like, come on, man. Like, this is stupid. For one reason or another, I care about it now. What a great job they did. And they said this is the last time. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm perplexed, man. If you guys could kind of help me out on this, but don't try to get me away from acknowledging my tribal chief. Just help me out with the match itself.
Did you see Essa Benny's comment?
What do you say right here? Grace, I'm gonna say Undertaker shirt. Exactly. Put that on my tombstone, man. So help me out with the match. That's really confusing. What happens in the match? Is it a straight up victory? We all know. I'm sure it kind of goes without saying that the Usos are going to insert themselves in the match. Is that it? What is Drew McIntyre? What did it mean? What did it mean in SmackDown last night? That stare down between Drew and Brock, man. If you guys can help me out a little bit, because I'm a little confused on this.
I think they're trying to swerve us to think Brock and Drew are going to fight at Clash at the Castle. I think it could be that Drew comes out and causes Brock to lose somehow by accident, because we're all waiting for the Usos or Paul Heyman to insert himself. But man, if Roman wins, at least Drew coming in would be something different. You know what I mean? Would be something different. And then, man, the interesting part is Theory, man. He can't beat Drew. He can't beat Roman. He can't beat Brock. So what's going to happen there, man? There's too many people involved in the picture for Theory to come in and get a win. I don't know, man. So as far as the match, Drew coming in and causing Brock to lose is what I see.
And I like the what you guys the prediction you guys had earlier off camera, saying that you think even Seth Rollins inserting himself into the match as part of a triple threat. I think that would be dope. I don't know. This is a match that I think it's kind of crazy because we've seen it dozens of times, but somehow they did make it seem fresh again, because it does seem like there's a lot at stake. Seems like there's really a lot at stake in this match. So they've done a great job of promoting this. And we need to just keep an open mind, because anything could really happen, right? Anything could happen.
After tonight, we might be saying, "Oh, this all made sense." This all makes sense. But one thing I will say, if Roman wins tonight, that'd be like, oh my gosh, again. Okay, whatever. But if he goes on to Clash at the Castle to face Drew McIntyre, I'm going to be rooting for him to keep the title. I don't want to see the title on Drew, man. He's too boring in my opinion. I'd rather Roman keep it.
Okay, hang on a second here, Paul. So you're okay with Brock winning the strap, but not Drew?
Brock winning the strap is the same as Roman. They're both huge. They're both part-timers. It's the same thing. I don't want Drew with it. I think Drew is a boring. Unless they turn him heel, it's going to be like a Big E thing. It's like I don't believe people really care about Drew that much. I think they want to give England a win. Hey, look at over there. Look at, that way next time they go back to England, they're going to be like, oh, well, let's go. Because last time, Drew won the title here. But America's going to be like, oh, really? You took the title off Roman over there and we got Drew. It's like, hey, dude, no one is going to draw the excitement that Roman or Brock draw.
The Scottish tackle pass. I think he could do it. He has opportunity. He could do it. You're right, though. He has to be heel.
Okay.
Heel. Drew as a heel could work. That would be dope. Not as a face.
Okay. So then let's not bring up the fact that the part-timer and everything, because Brock is a big-time part-timer, man.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Man, I would be pissed. I would be livid if Brock wins tonight, man. I would be outside of my mind, dog. I see Reigns coming out with the victory. I do. And Paul, I don't agree with you with the here we go again. Not Charlie, homie. Not here we go again. It's like, that's right. Long live the tribal chief. Let's go. 1,000 days, baby. We're on it. Let's go, man. what are you? So I do see Reigns winning. How? I'm not really sure. I definitely see outside interference big time, dog. But let me go ahead and ask you guys this, man. I'll start with you, Javi. Does Austin Theory cash in tonight, regardless of anything, regardless of any outcome, regardless of anything? If you had to bet on it, does Theory cash in tonight? Not that he's successful or that he's not successful. Does he cash in tonight?
No, I don't see him even coming close to these caliber of superstars right now at this point in his career. So I don't think it'd be the perfect time for him to cash in. He would have to cash in against someone like Drew McIntyre, right? And even if he loses, at least it's a good fight. Right now, I don't think you could kick Brock Lesnar's or Roman Reigns' ass enough for Austin Theory to get a win against them. So like they could be, you could have a monster truck resting on top of them, and if he comes to pin them, they'll still find a way to kick out. So I don't see it.
Let me just remind everybody, Liv Morgan got over on Ronda Rousey. So that was pretty crazy. So I just want to throw that out.
There was a buildup though. There was a buildup for Liv to get that title though. I think even you wanted Liv like we're like behind her, like she needs a shot. But
I don't really like Ronda too much. But yeah, that was great, man. That was awesome.
But what Javier is saying, the only way that Theory could pin is if a Claymore. That's the only way he would win. Theory would win. But imagine this: tomorrow morning we wake up and Theory's the champion. Wouldn't that be? Everybody be mad, but wouldn't it be kind of like a different swerve, exciting? Monday Night Raw, he comes out and everybody F5s him, Claymores him, just beats him down. That would be kind of funny, bro.
That'd make the championship look weak, though.
Man.
Yeah, it would.
No, what would be great is Roman Reigns still having the straps. That's what would be great for me. But Paul, does Theory cash in? Whether he's successful or not successful, does he cash in tonight?
Yes.
He does.
I think he does, and he doesn't. It's unsuccessful.
Okay.
And one other reason why I think Roman Reigns is going to win today is he's been champion 699 days. In WWE's mind, they don't want to say he came one short. They want 700. They want to say 700. So that's another reason, man. And Triple H, I know you ain't listening. But, man, I tagged WWE in our post when I put them up. Man, we got to get the title off this guy somehow, but not Drew. Not Drew, not Big E, not the New Day.
Man, I tell you, dog. Paul is just a Roman Reigns hater, man. Dang it.
I said he's going to win tonight.
Yeah, I know, because that's what you believe is going to happen, but you want the strap off of him.
Of course.
No, not at all. Now, for me personally, man, I don't think Austin Theory cashes in tonight. Win, lose, successful, unsuccessful. I just think they've been teasing it way too much that he's going to cash in tonight. And no, they're usually not that in your face about it unless they set up a match, a main event match saying, I'm cashing in ahead of time for this pay-per-view and we're setting up a match, which is rare. Usually it's like, oh man, this came out of nowhere. We all forgot that Money in the Bank was, so-and-so, and he's coming out. For them to have Austin Theory come out and cash in, whether he gets it or not, to me was kind of like, hey, you kind of missed the pop. We're all kind of expecting it because everybody keeps on teasing it. I say this. I say he comes out to cash it in, but before he cashes in, before he has a chance to get cashed in, he gets knocked out by something. He gets an F5 or he gets a spear by Roman Reigns. Maybe Drew McIntyre's out there, gives him a Claymore. Maybe one of the Usos gives him a nice sweet chin music under the chinny chin chin. Something before he gets a chance to cash it in. And that's why he does not cash it in. I see that. But as far as him cashing it in, you're kind of missing out on giving the pop. You got to kind of forget about it. But at the same time, Austin Theory is pretty over. It's kind of hard not to think of the guy. So you kind of gotta let him fly under the radar a little bit now. If you guys, if they want that pop up when the cash in
awesome. It would be awesome. It would be awesome, man. I am a Theory fan, so it would be awesome, man. I didn't like him. I've come to like him. I would love to see the title on him. That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool.
Now you want
now. I'm not predicting it. I'm not predicting it, but if I was Triple H, Theory would be champ tonight.
Javi, you cool with that? You cool with Theory being the champ tonight?
I don't think he's ready. I don't think the way they've been booking him lately, and he doesn't look like a strong champion. So
everybody's been beating him, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea at this point. No.
Man, hey, don't forget, brother. Don't forget, man, for Roman Reigns. He has the Usos. He has Solo, the Usos' little brother. But also don't forget, brother, our favorite, Javi, the locker room leader, the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn,
right, brother. Sami Zayn.
Yeah. I could definitely see that happen. You know what? Now that you brought that up, Paul, definitely see that happening. Austin Theory is coming out. Roman Reigns wins the match, right? He wins the match. He's all beat up. He's laying down. He's just like all beat up or whatever, man. Theory comes out to cash in. Boom, a Halua kick, man. From freaking the honorary Uso. Bam, he doesn't get a chance to cash it in. There you go. Long live the head of the table, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And I will be standing in front of my TV acknowledging.
I will be in depression mode.
No, bro. Brock whooped him with that Money in the Bank briefcase like he was Ronnie King. Yeah, dog, last night he put hands on him. He said that's Ronnie King. He put hands on him, man. But so did Drew. Has to fit in somewhere here. He does. That what happened last night. Drew McIntyre does have to fit in somewhere right here. I'm with you, Paul. He's probably still not there, but he is starting to get some more traction. He is starting to get a little bit more over. So he's gonna have to insert himself some way, somehow in this picture. I don't just see Drew having well, he doesn't have a match tonight. Nope. He had a badass match with Sheamus yesterday.
Yeah.
My son and I were watching it. We're like, man, why didn't they save this for SummerSlam? So some way, somehow, Drew has to make an appearance.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, but Sheamus recently asked for his release too.
Oh shit!
He didn't like the way that Sheamus is an awesome worker, bro. He makes anyone look good, but I think he don't like the way they're pushing him. He wants to be gone. I think he sees AEW in his future, but obviously they didn't let him go. They must work something else. And it'll be interesting too, also, guys, to see. I don't know if you guys heard, and on another news that all the money that Vince McMahon paid out for those chicks, he was getting reimbursed by the company.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's what Dave Meltzer and Wrestling Observer were reporting. So it's going to be interesting to see because, in other words, WWE was paying it out, giving them these things, and also at the time Stephanie was there. So it's going to be interesting to see if anything falls on Stephanie, because she obviously knew about it. Now she's a CEO, so time will tell. I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, I'm hearing that Vince just kind of forfeited some money as well. I think he's wanting he's not wanting any of this to affect the company. He just wants it, hey, come after me, not the business.
Yeah, man. We still haven't done a show. We got to do it. We got to do one soon on the impact of Vince McMahon and Stephanie and Triple H taking over. I know, and Mr. Khan. I know Javi didn't like Mr. Khan being there, and I have some things about Stephanie I'm worried about. So, how do you feel about it, Trollo? Before we go,
about Khan being there, it's an up and down thing, man. Whatever they're throwing out as reports is whatever they really want us to know. Stephanie, look, I think she's all business. I like her. I do. Some people don't like her. I do like her. But But I think Triple H has his hand in there too. Yeah, he's been right beside Vince McMahon. And by the way, shoot, I forgot who said it. I think it was maybe Chris Jericho who said, because Vince is gone, don't think that he doesn't have any influence. I'm sure they sit down with Vince. Not that he's running the company, but don't think that, hey, that's it. He has no say so, or his words are not heard at all. I'm sure he still has his opinions on what people should be doing, and I'm sure people, Stephanie and Khan and even Triple H, man, which people keep on forgetting Triple H is all up in the mix, that they'll take that into consideration.
Sure. And I have a question for you guys. It's still wrestling related, kind of, right? As you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, as all of us are. So people say kayfabe is dead, right? That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I went to Disneyland, and I had the gimmick of a pirate, and started speaking like a pirate because I had to stay in character. You had to keep up with the gimmick. Now my wife and kids think that was the most embarrassing thing I could have done, but I think I had to stay true to kayfabe and announce every character when they came through the Main Street Electrical Parade in my pirate voice. So what do you guys think, matey? Was that the right call? Or should I have toned it down?
Nah, man, you got to keep it like that, bro. Keep it, and it's cool, man, because I think that's part of our job as a dad is to embarrass our family. Embarrass.
I was alone too, though.
Yeah, man. As far as wrestling, kayfabe may be dead, man, but there's certain guys who still carry the old school mentality a little. Maybe Randy Orton a little, So
I'm gonna say kayfabe definitely is not what it used to be, especially with social media now. How everybody they have their Facebook and Instagram, and you can see what they're doing outside. That's why I think Undertaker was, man, dog. He never broke it. He didn't do interviews. He didn't do anything. Undertaker was the straight top dog when it came to it, man. Even in the social media world, he stood away from everything until now, right? Until just recent. No, I thought you did the good thing, Javi. Yeah, man. You can't break character, homie. Like that just kills it, man. It's like, nah, Holmes, you can't break character. And somebody was asking, I think it was Fernie Fern who was asking about Mexican wrestling. Look, I was looking for my other mask. I think I might have got it in the other drawer. Shoot, man. I gotta get Mean Mascaras. This Blue Demon right here. Okay, I used to watch Blue Demon. I even watched the show that was on like 5 years ago. It was a story of Blue Demon, and I also got a mask of Santos. I gotta get the Mean Mascaras one though, man. But
yeah, man. I used to have one, dude. I got it as a kid from him. Him. Yeah, because he used to have a zip up. He used to come out in the Olympic Auditorium, LA. He used to throw it to the audience, but he had it on his real one. He was going to wrestle with. He would throw it to the audience. So, man, it was exciting. But for kayfabe, man, Roman Reigns, if you see him in interviews, like on the Tonight Show, he's halfway in character.
Yeah.
He's halfway. Mm-hmm. I saw Gunther the other day. I saw an interview. He wasn't in character at all. It's like, dude, at least a little bit. Keep your Russia gimmick. And it kind of blows it. Some people need to be. Roman Reigns always is halfway in character.
Yeah. MJF is always in character.
Oh, yeah. Of course. What happened to him? Is he back?
No, he's there's a little thing going on. They're trying to push that, but I think they're extending it a little too long. They need to either bring him back or let him go. I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Yeah, man. But that's the card, guys.
Yeah, that's well, you know what, SummerSlam, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I am excited for this show. I really am, man. I'm excited for it. It's I want to ask you guys this. What do you guys think of these pay-per-views being on Saturdays? It's always been Sundays. What do you think, Javi, of it being on a Saturday?
At first, I was a little thrown off. Like, I don't know. I kind of like Sunday. That's the day off to rest and chill and watch it there. So you kind of have that. But Saturday does kind of seem like now it's a night event. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. I think it is kind of cool. We're on the West Coast, so it's not on as late as it is on the East Coast, where they have to go to work the next day. So for us, it's I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's
Pablo?
cool. It's cooler for us too because we're kind of family guys. You know,
Yeah.
it's easier for us. But if you were like single, 21, 22, you'd be like Sundays, you know. But yeah, for us, it works out good. I like it. And it doesn't interfere really with the boxing matches or the UFC, the main events at least. So, you know, yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Okay. See, you just said something right there, Pablo. There's a good fight I want to watch tonight. All right. And then at the same time, SummerSlam is on. So now I'm like, ah, come on, man. Don't make me pick and choose. But SummerSlam is the pay-per-view. It is the show, man. So I'm gonna have to. Don't get me wrong. I got 3 TVs in my living room, but I don't watch wrestling and boxing like that. I have to be boom focused. I could go ahead, have a baseball game on or a football game on or basketball, insert whatever on some of the side TVs and just kind of glance at them and see what's going on. But no, not with boxing or wrestling. So I got
and plus you got to look at wrestling will be on Peacock tomorrow or later tonight.
Yeah,
So
but
if
no,
any-
I got to watch SummerSlam live, homie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to watch SummerSlam live. I'll watch the fights afterwards. But damn it, they're doing this to me, dog. It's hard being a fan. I'll tell you guys this, man. It's hard being a fan. But hey, there you guys go, man. You guys got anything else to add?
Nah, man,
That's
good.
everything.
We hit it. We hit it.
Yeah. Shout outs to everybody who tuned in. If you guys want to watch the pre-show, the WWE pre-show, I think it's at 4:00, man. If you guys want to watch that whack ass show, or just rerun this back, man. Get some good
Yes,
stuff,
sir.
man. Don't watch that whack ass stuff. You have Booker T over there. Renee Young's not there. Ever since she left, all these new announcers or all these new reporters, they all suck. They all suck, man. Except for Kaylin. I think she's all right. But the rest of them, they all suck, man. Bring back Renee. That's gonna be one.
I know we're exiting, but prediction. Within 3 months, we see a Booker T return. That's just my prediction. Go ahead, Trevor.
I think we see a Royal Rumble return. I don't know about a one-on-one match. Javi?
Booker T, no, I think he's happy being retired. I don't know. He's running his own promo, his wrestling promo, and I'm trying to interview one of the females over there. So hopefully, Hyen. I don't know if you guys have heard of Hyen. So I'm trying to get her on, but and I'll stream my channel and this channel both at both times. So but I don't know. I think he's doing really well with his promotion, but you never know. You never know. King Booker, that'll be dope.
Yeah, he said he's not retired. A lot of rumors going around, dude. He's definitely on steroids. He's cut up more than ever.
Esa Benny, I got Garcia, but I'll say this. Yeah, he's got his own role. Reality of wrestling, I think it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So he's got his own thing going. I see him in a Royal Rumble. Yeah, that. But as a one-on-one match, no, probably not. But with that, hey, we're gonna call it right there. Shout outs to all our wrestling junkies out there, man. Por favor, go ahead, let everybody know that we're here. We're junkies just like you, man. We're wrestling junkies just the way you are. Let everybody know that we're here, and we'll be dropping content throughout the whole week, man. Look out for my boy Javi, Pablo, myself. We just drop different type of content. I like to get into the old school stuff, which I do got some old school stuff to throw out during the week as well. Blast from the past, man, of just wrestling. So, hey, to all our wrestling junkies right there, enjoy the show. That's my boy Pablo from the LA Times. Cricket from the incredible Javier. Go check him out, man. Cholo Trucker right here. Wrestling Rehab for all our junkies, man. Enjoy the show. And, hey, we'll recap it. So, let's see what happens.
Down with Roman Reigns. Down with Roman Reigns.
Long live the tribal chief. 1,000 days, baby. We're going. We're climbing the bloodline. Let's do it.
Long live